I am Odumodu. I came to you poor and you rejected me. Riches you want and that you have gotten.
Welcome back, my people. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Also remember to like and leave a comment. Let's dive into the story. In the heart of a lively village, where palm trees danced with the wind and laughter echoed through mud houses, lived a young lady named Adaku. Adaku was breathtakingly beautiful. Her skin glowed like polished bronze under the sun. Her eyes sparkled like river water at dawn. Men from nearby villages whispered her name like a prayer. But beauty was her curse. Adaku had a tongue sharper than a hunter's blade. Any man who came to ask for her hand in marriage left in shame. One day, a wealthy farmer approached her with gifts, yams, goats, and palm wine. Adaku looked him up and down and laughed. "You? Marry me? Even your goats look richer than you." The crowd burst into murmurs. The man walked away humiliated. Her two closest friends, Ngozi and Bisi, stood beside her, but not as equals. Adaku mocked them daily. "If not for me, nobody would even notice you two," she would say. Meanwhile, Mama Adaku was no different. She walked like a queen among women. At village meetings, she wore the most expensive wrappers, heavy gold jewelry clinking loudly as she moved. Other women whispered, "Remember us when your daughter marries a rich man, oh?" Mama Adaku would smile proudly. "Of course, my daughter is not meant for poverty." Days turned into weeks. More suitors came. Hunters, traders, cattle rearers, all insulted, all rejected. And slowly, Ngozi got married. Then Bisi too. They left Adaku behind, still proud, still waiting, still believing no man was good enough for her. That same evening, as the sun dipped into darkness, a strange man walked into the village. No one knew him. No one had seen him before. He walked straight to Adaku and said calmly, "I have come to marry you." Adaku burst into laughter, but something about his eyes made the wind suddenly go still. The villagers gathered. Everyone watched. The strange man stood quietly, dressed in worn-out clothes, his feet dusty from a long journey. Adaku circled him slowly, then smirked. "Who sent you? Is this a joke?" The man said nothing. "Look at your clothes. Even my servants dress better than you." The crowd laughed nervously, but the man's expression didn't change. "Marry you?" she continued. "You should be begging my friends, not me." Her voice rose with cruelty. "Get out of my sight before I disgrace you further." Silence fell. The man looked at her long and deep. Then he nodded once and walked away. No anger, no words, just silence. But as he left, an old woman at the edge of the crowd whispered, "That man is not ordinary." No one listened. 1 week later, the entire village shook with noise. Luxury cars, well-dressed men, gold watches flashing in the sun, and stepping out of the most expensive car was the same man. But this time, he looked like a king. Adaku froze. Her heart began to race. It can't be him. Adaku ran toward him, her face lit up with excitement. She threw her arms around him. "My love, I knew you were meant for me." The villagers gasped. Mama Adaku nearly fainted from joy. "My daughter has made it." Preparations began immediately. The man spared no expense. Money flowed, food was everywhere. Music filled the air. It became the most talked about wedding in the history of the village. People traveled from far just to witness it. Adaku is truly blessed. Her beauty has paid off. The wedding was grand, perfect, unforgettable. And then it was time to leave. The convoy of luxury cars drove out of the village. Adaku waved proudly as villagers watched in envy. Her mother stood tall, finally fulfilled. But as they reached the end of the road, the lead car stopped. The engine died. Silence. The driver stepped out, then disappeared. One by one, everyone began to vanish. Adaku's smile faded. What is happening? Adaku trembled. Where are we? Her husband smiled faintly. They have gone home. Home? What do you mean home? Before her eyes, the luxurious car vanished. Gone, like it never existed. Adaku screamed, Jesus, what is happening? Her husband turned calmly. We continue on foot. Tears rolled down her face. You deceived me. No, he replied. You asked for luxury. I gave it to you. They began walking through thick forest across silent lands. They reached a wide river. Suddenly, his expensive clothes disappeared. Adaku gasped. Where did your clothes go? The river has taken what belongs to it. Fear gripped her heart. Who are you? You will know soon. They kept walking. 1 village, 2 villages, 3 villages, 4 forests. No sign of home, no way back. Adaku fell to her knees crying. Mama, please help me. The man stopped walking. Then, slowly, he turned. His eyes began to glow red. You cannot go back. You are already lost. The wind roared violently. The trees bent unnaturally. Adaku crawled backward in fear. Please, who are you? The man's voice deepened, no longer human. I am Odumodu, spirit of the old world. Lightning flashed. I came to you as a poor man and you humiliated me. Her body shook uncontrollably. I am sorry, please forgive me. Too late. They arrived at a massive river. Its waters glowed deep blue. A terrifying voice echoed, Welcome home, my son. The man transformed. His body twisted into something inhuman. His eyes turned pure white. Adaku screamed, Please have mercy. But mercy had left long ago. The spirit raised his hand. A strange force lifted Adaku into the air. She felt her body changing, shrinking, twisting. No! With a final cry, Adaku fell into the river. Not as a human, but as a fish. Gone forever. Silence returned. The river swallowed her completely. Back in the village, months passed. 6 months. No word from Adaku. No message. No return. The same people who once praised Mama Adaku now mocked her. Where is your rich son-in-law? Has your daughter forgotten you? Her pride shattered. Her heart broken. She stopped attending meetings, stopped dressing well, stopped speaking. One night, she lay down and never woke up again. Moral lesson. Pride may lift you high, but it never shows you where you will land.